Within Ad Astra's engineering shell, quantum power taps pulled unimaginable torrents of energy from hard vacuum. 2 more minutes. At Sinclair's mental command, an image of the Tellus Ad Astra appeared against the star-thick backdrop before him. She was enormous, 34 kilometers long, and yet she looked like a toy, all but lost within that immensity of stars and towering nebular clouds. Tellus Ad Astra was a mobile O'Neill colony, a structure originally designed as an orbital habitat for one of Earth's Lagrange points, but retasked 5 years earlier as a starship. Tellus, with her twin side-by-side megahabitats, each 32 kilometers long and 6.5 wide, counter-rotated 28 times an hour, providing her living areas with spin gravity equivalent to 1 g. The 2 cylinders were joined aft by the Ad Astra, the massive T-shaped support framework of the ship, which was her Command Control Engineering Section, or CCE, including the clustered drive and command structures that served as the operational heart of the ship. It also housed the aft engineering shell, which held the coagination technology permitting jumps across tens of thousands of light years. The Ad Astra's bridge was located in the penthouse of a skyscraper-sized angled tower rising from a platform connecting the aft ends of the 2 parallel cylinders, which were positioned almost 8 kilometers apart. Below were the multiple flight decks for the vessel's fighter squadrons, escorts, and service vessels. The Ad Astra was both naval base and fleet HQ, as well as being a mobile space colony with a current population of just over 1 million people, and for now, thought Sinclair, she was Tellus's guardian and babysitter. Ahead of the Ad Astra, the nameless Coad ship hung like a beacon against the frozen storm clouds of dust and stars, a squat, flattened sphere 9 kilometers across, enigmatic, uncommunicative, and utterly and bewilderingly alien. What the hell do we know about them? Sinclair's thought was bitter. He still didn't agree with the world government's recent decisions regarding the coagination, but then his agreement was not necessary. Since the collapse of democracy as a political ideal a century before, all that was required, all that ever was required, was obedience. "The Coads are signaling," the bridge communication officer announced. "They are—" The Coad ship vanished from the display. "Lord Commander," Ad Astra's tactical officer, Senior Lieutenant Vance Cameron, called over the net, "the Medusi vessel has shifted." "So I see, Lieutenant." Sinclair took a deep breath. This was it. "Initiate shift." The towering thunderheads frozen against the Starscape forward vanished, wiped away in an eye's blink, and the Tellus Ad Astra emerged elsewhere. Ad Astra was adrift within what seemed to be a hollow shell, surrounded by millions of stars, thousands of them brighter than Venus as seen from Earth. Most had a reddish hue, though there were plenty of hotter, brighter, younger suns squeezed from the core nebulae by gravitational interactions. Streamers, clouds, and arcs of gas stretched across the sky against a pale red haze of stardust. "Sagittarius A star is directly ahead, my lord," Subcom Carla Adams, the first navigator, reported. "Range is approximately 5 light years." "Bang on target, then," Sinclair said. "Nice work, people." The object, designated by astronomers as Sagittarius A followed by an asterisk, with the asterisk pronounced as star, was unremarkable compared to the sweep and drama of the surrounding view. The object itself was invisible even from this close in, but it was surrounded by a handful of bright stars orbiting it at extremely high velocity. That object was the supermassive black hole, the SMBH in astronomical parlance, that occupied the center of Earth's galaxy. An invisible sphere nearly as wide as the orbit of the planet Mercury, containing mass equivalent to some 4.3 million suns, it was a sight, or not, to behold. A second object lay off to port, about 300 light years from the first. Designated as 1E1740.7-2942, but popularly called the Great Annihilator, it was the intermittent source of